Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Regarding the concept of prophethood, a very basic misconception which prevails in the minds of most Muslims is the way they distinguish between a prophet and a messenger, a Nabi and a Rasul. Now, it is generally thought that a Rasul is a person to whom the Sharia is given by the Almighty, or the books of God are revealed to him. A particular book of God is revealed to him. Whereas a Nabi is not a person to whom a Sharia is given. He is not a person to whom a book is given. Similarly, another distinction which is made by some other people is that Nabi is sent to a limited number of people, while a Rasul has a more expansive audience in this regard. And there are still other people who do not even make any distinction. They think that Nabuwwat or Risalat or Nabi or Rasul are actually two synonymous words used for the envoys of God. Now, if we study the Quran, we'll find that none is the case. All these three concepts are primarily misconceptions. And the distinction which the Quran actually makes between a Nabi and a Rasul is that a Rasul is a higher cadre, is a different cadre, a superior cadre amongst the Nabis. And of course, the difference is that a Rasul, he does itmamul hujjah on his people, which means that he communicates the truth to such an extent that they are left with no excuse to deny this truth, and as a result, they become worthy of either reward or punishment in this world. His immediate addressees are rewarded or punished in this world because they are left with no excuse to deny the truth. Whereas in the case of a Nabi, we know that he is a means of itmam hujjah. He is a means through which the truth is communicated to his addressees. But we are not sure, we are not certain, we are not being informed by the Quran that this communication becomes conclusive. So therefore, this is a very basic distinction which the Quran says. At another place, the Quran says, "Kataballahu la'aghlibanna ana wa rasuli," which means that God Almighty says that I and my messengers, I and my Rasul will triumph, shall necessarily triumph on my enemies. So therefore, the distinction which the Quran makes is that a Rasul decides the fate of his nation in this very world on behalf of the Almighty, punishes or rewards people in this very world, and this reward and punishment actually becomes a substantiation of the reward and punishment which will one day take place in the hereafter. So therefore, we must realize that the basic difference between a Nabi and a Rasul is that a Nabi is a means of communicating the truth, but he is not a means of communicating the truth in a conclusive manner. However, the Rasul communicates the truth in such a conclusive manner that if his addressees deny him, then these addressees are punished in this very world. And as a result of this punishment, this whole exercise becomes a corroboration of the reward and punishment which is going to take place in the hereafter. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات.